When Minneapolis police responded to looting and destruction downtown last week, widely shared video captured a sergeant falling to the ground after a 15-pound metal object hit him in the back of the head and left him unconscious.
The object that was thrown at the sergeant was a metal trash can cover, identical to this one, but without the sticker.
Minneapolis police now say 28-year-old Brayshawn Gibson tossed that metal lid. The Hennepin County attorney has charged him with several felonies, including second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon and burglary for looting a Nicollet Mall store. He could face years in prison if convicted. According to the criminal complaint, Gibson said he became, quote, enraged over misinformation about false rumors of a police shooting before learning it had actually been a suicide. He also told investigators he, quote, regretted being downtown and getting involved in the chaos and acknowledged he now had to face the consequences. This summer of unrest in Minneapolis has taken a toll on the police department. Since June 1st, more than 175 officers have sought disability claims or leave for either PTSD or injuries, according to an attorney representing them. Minneapolis police acknowledge challenges, but deny that it has impacted their public safety response.
The people that say that we're not patrolling or our officers are standing down, that's false. I will tell you emphatically that is false. Our officers continue to show up.
In the case of the sergeant hit by the metal lid, police say they can't reveal his identity because of health privacy laws. He's out of the hospital, but is still undergoing therapy and treatment. Danny Spiewak, KARE 11 News.